to our 165. Our most common is we have the velocity. So the velocity model here starts at 125 and goes up to 165. Most popular goes up to 150.
I'd like to shoot that blue one.
150?
Yes.
Okay.
You want to shoot that pink one?
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
This, and you just started licensing it to 3 different companies. Okay. So, but we kept all the sweet stuff for ourselves.
Good. Because that's a sweet. The ones I've shot with those reverse limbs are sweet.
So I'll run you through the basics. I'm sure he did too. But so regular crossbows are just like compound bows, right? It's basically the weight. Here, take it. The weight of the crossbow is on the front, right? So women tend to not like shooting crossbows because they're heavy up here, and they've been hard to shoot because of balance. Ours sits in the middle, so I mean you could actually put your hand there. The balance is dead center.
Yeah.
And we've actually been able to make it. We've also been able to make it lighter because our pinch point's not at the front, where you have to use steel. We're able to move it to the middle, so actually the two limbs force against each other.
Oh, okay.
The flex. The other thing is, all compound bows and most crossbows, everything's kinetic energy, right?
Yep.
So the two things you're concerned about with kinetic energy is power stroke, okay? And then not only are you concerned about power stroke, but with the total kinetic energy when it comes out at the end.
Yeah.
Now, power stroke's created by the pull and where the arrow releases. Now, in a compound bow, you draw back, you're at 80 pounds there, let's say, and when it comes to a stop here, it releases, and at release, it's at 80 pounds. But as it travels through the whisker biscuit and everything else, it loses kinetic energy.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, here, and if you look at all other crossbows that aren't using our technology, same thing. Compound bow flexes in, stroke is here, and it ends here.
Yeah.
So it drags across the rail and slows down as it goes out. We're the only ones that have a 1-for-1 ratio, which means that when it releases here, if it's 150 pounds, you have 150 pounds of kinetic energy.
I see what you're saying now. It's not releasing. Since the string's not coming this way, it's able to continue carrying that momentum.
We've doubled our power stroke, so that's why it goes so fast. And when it releases at the end, so when it actually leaves the barrel, it's free falling, it's flying at the full velocity of what the string weight is.
Cool.
All right?
That's good to know. That's
So here, let's give you a shot. Okay. Another thing about our technology is we have anti-dry fire. Okay. So if you don't get the string set in right, you actually won't be able to fire it. And then the way you're going to know, get that right, is you can hear an audible click, and then you know it's seated. All right, you're going to aim on the upper one in the middle, dead center. Now, last thing is, if you've been shooting the other ones, you know sometimes you have to give the trigger a little bit of a jerk in order to do it. That's because on a compound bow, there's so much flex that your actual trigger pull weight is based on how much tension is on the trigger. Okay. Ours, it's less than 2 pounds, so there's a little bit of creep and then it's going to go. And the reason for that is we don't actually have that flex. The mechanism's not holding it this thing.
okay.
It's also quieter. Theirs will be too. And the reason why is compound bows and regular crossbows have a rubber band factor. That's why you put dampeners on it. String comes forward and it goes like this and it makes noise. It hums. With ours, because there's no flex and we're at the end of the power stroke, all we have to do is stop it. So it doesn't